Okay, I'm holding here a Russian Spetsnaz shovel, and today I'm going to be talking about the portable shovel in which you can take with you camping, hiking, wherever to do the digging task that you need. Now previously I had a Coolman trifold shovel, an E-tool or whatever you want to call it, that I got at Walmart. It's like $8.88. I think they're closer to $10 now. But basically, they fold in three, well, actually at 2 points, which is three segments, and you tighten it up. You go to try to dig with it, and you can't. It's a piece of crap, an absolute piece of crap. Now, last summer, I had it with me on a camping trip, and I was trying to dig some ashes out, and it was so useless to do that. And then I got ashes in it, and I couldn't unscrew it because it was all jammed up in. I got so ticked off at it, I beat it against a rock and I threw it away. Like, it was just totally useless. So the bottom line is I don't have one of those to show you today, but you see them very readily on the internet. Amazon has them. There's all kinds of different brands, and if you look at the reviews, they're probably lucky to have 2 stars because they suck so bad. Plus, the one I got from Walmart had a little serrated edge on one side in which it pretty much said, oh yeah, you could saw something with it if you had to, but there's no way in heck, because you go like that on your arm, it didn't even hurt. I mean, it was not even close to being sharp. It was just totally useless and an insult to anybody's intelligence. So this is Cold Steel brand, and again, it's called the Spetsnaz shovel, or at least a copy of it. The original Russian Spetsnaz shovel is still used today as far as I know of. Spetsnaz just is a Russian word referring to special forces. So it is a shovel that the special forces would take with them as an entrenchment tool to dig themselves down in, what have you, whatever they needed it for. But this is Cold Steel brand. Got it on Amazon, I think, either that or eBay, for around $23, something like that. Now, this sheath on it did not come with it, just so you know. So when you order the Spetsnaz shovel, you get just the shovel. This is a Cordera sheath that I got separate for about 16 bucks. So it actually kind of sucks that the sheath in and of itself costs almost as much as a shovel. But nevertheless, for 22 bucks, this is an awesome shovel. And the reason I wanted the sheath is just be able to easily carry. Because the shovel fits inside and has a little loop here that I can strap or attach to a bag when I go out camping, which is very necessary. Now, I just want to go into the weight of this shovel a little bit. The shovel in and of itself weighs 1 pound, 10.4 ounces. The sheath weighs 5.6 ounces. So if you have them together, it's going to weigh you exactly 2 pounds, which isn't too bad. I mean, certainly on a long hiking trip, 2 pounds can add up. But to have a shovel with you that you can rely on is pretty much key. Now, this is a one-piece shovel. There's no folding, so there's going to be no bending on you like that stupid Coleman Walmart version. And look at these edges. Man, these edges are sharp. Unfortunately, there's a little bit of rust on these. I need to clean this shovel up tonight. But at any rate, these points are very, very sharp. You can actually chop wood with it to an extent. I mean, I'm not saying you're going to go down, chop a tree down with it, but smaller branches and stuff, I was using it on my one hunting trip, just chopping branches to break into smaller pieces to have for my fire. It's very useful for that. Now, for whatever reason, Cold Steel holds competitions where people throw these knives, and again, it's very sharp, so it can pretty easily stick into a tree. I would love to do that for awesome effect right now, but I guarantee you I wouldn't be able to stick it in a tree unless I was maybe a foot away. But I am going to show you a little bit of how it works. And again, you know, it'd be kind of cool if maybe I had that cheap ass folding shovel with you just to show you how crappy it is and then demonstrate this. But I don't. I didn't want to buy another one. It sucks so bad. You know. Let me make sure you can see that in the camera. Okay. Now, I'm not going to lie to you. You're not going to be able to build like a huge freaking ditch in a couple of minutes. I mean, it takes time. And keep in mind, you know, 22 degrees out here. The ground's kind of frozen, so. But look, I mean, see how it digs right down in the ground? And actually, this is a pretty rocky area where I'm at. So there's You're going to find ground that's a lot easier to dig into, but bottom line is, I mean, this thing is chopping through roots and everything. A big root down there, a rock or something. But you can kind of see the crap that I'm breaking up with this, just digging through roots. So the bottom line is, you're going to be able to dig a hole with it pretty effectively, given the size of this shovel. And I'm not going to continue on too much more because it's a little bit boring. Energy consuming too, so I can throw it at least that far. Up, you probably didn't see it. But it sticks in the ground pretty well, because indeed it is very sharp. And that's probably only like maybe 6 inches deep. You know, no major task there, but again, I'm not going to build or dig a huge freaking trench just for purpose of demonstration. One thing I do want to do, however, is maybe break a branch or two just to show you how you can kind of use it as an axe. Well, I don't want to say an axe, but you can use it to chop a little bit of wood if you have to. Let's find a piece out here. Now this guy is that huge, but heck, if you're out in the woods trying to create a fire, that's about the size of wood you'd probably try to find. Okay, so I think I'm on video. Let's see. Okay, one shot. You see that? Again, I'm not chopping through freaking huge trees, but bam, well, it broke on my side. Like just like that. Whew. But I mean, it really does chop into wood. Those edges are sharp. I mean, don't be fooled by those other cheap shovels that have edges that are so dull you couldn't even cut through butter. Seriously, I thought of bringing a stick of butter out here and one of those old shovels, but I don't want to pay $8 to waste my money on buying one of those stupid things. But the Russian, well, it's the cold steel brand Spetsnaz shovel, modeled after the original Russian Spetsnaz shovels. The cool part about it as well, I'll mention, is should you ever break that wooden handle, I'm sure you can buy replacements for it, or even you could carve one if you had to out in the woods, if it ever got that desperate. Just has just two screws in it, period. So that's not bad. Take a little time probably to carve it out, but at any rate, pretty basic. But guess what, man? This is going to come with me on camping trips from now on, especially when I have to hike back in. This January we're going, and I'm going to have to build a shelter, and hopefully there'll be enough snow that I can use to kind of pack in and create probably a thermal A-frame, or at least some type of structure to keep warm. But hey, if you have any questions, just go ahead and comment. Thanks a lot. I'll talk to you later. Bye.